This is a game called Rules Lawyer. There's one thing nerds love, it's rules. And no one loves rules more than Rules Lawyer. I'm about to show you a single round of combat in a game of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. It's littered with mistakes and falsehoods and rules violations. Assume that we have not left out critical information, such as if a character is multiclass, or if an unmentioned magic item would provide a given ability. Also, a single action that breaks 4 different rules for our purposes counts as 4 different mistakes. We're gonna run through this round of combat. I want you to identify as many mistakes as you can. Whoever can identify and name the most will get the point. All right, first panel here. Elbratha, the Goliath fighter, Una, the halfling rogue, Calliope, the elven wizard, and Omric, the dwarven cleric, face off against Pit Fiend and a Demi-Lich. Elbratha runs at the Pit Fiend, using her dodge reaction to avoid the devil's attack of opportunity before sinking her silvered axe into the Pit Fiend's chest. The Pit Fiend rolls initiative, casting Hold Monster on Elbratha, binding her in place before making its bite, claw, mace, and tail attacks on Omric. Omric calls on the power of Groomsh One-Eye, god of the Forge, using a 2nd level spell slot to cast Fireball, destroying the Pit Fiend. Calliope uses Benign Transposition to cast Invisibility on Una before drinking a potion of healing. The Demi-Lich uses its Howl attack on Una, missing due to her invisibility. It then casts Vile Curse with a legendary action, and Una fails her Charisma save. It uses a final legendary action to fly 30 feet straight up. Una uses her jump skill, rolling a nat 30, clearing the 30 feet to the Demi-Lich, and sneak attacks it. On her bonus action, she turns undead, utterly destroying the Demi-Lich, thus concluding this round of action. Now, there were a lot of mistakes in there. Matt, how many errors do you think you've spotted?
20.
All right.
Ooh,
Amy.
16.
16. Murph, how many do you have?
16.
All right. Matt, tell me what you've spotted that's wrong.
So first panels, I didn't see too much wrong with the art. However, a Demi-Lich classically is just a skull.
That's correct.
It's
A
not a
Demi-Lich
full-
is just a skull. This is a regular lich.
Yes. Next panel, when you run towards something, you cannot use a reaction. Something has to trigger a reaction.
That's correct.
Plus, the devil does not get an attack of opportunity by running towards it. Only by leaving melee combat with it does it get an attack of opportunity. Mm-hmm. And Silvered Axe, as it is not a magical weapon, will actually not affect a Pit Fiend. I believe it is immune to all non-magical weapons.
He's good.
I don't have that one on my card, but Brendan is giving me a thumbs up. Was that on my card?
No, Matt found something that even the question didn't account for.
Great.
He's broken the game.
All right, next panel. The Pit Fiend rolling initiative now doesn't make sense since combat's already initiated. Next panel. Grimoire One-Eye is not the god of the Forge.
That's correct. That is an orcish god. It's not the god of the Forge.
And then proceeding to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast Fireball. Fireball's a 3rd level spell. And also is not a cleric spell.
That is also correct.
And also Pit Fiends are immune to fire.
That
so
is
Fireball will
also
have no
correct.
effect.
I'm just happy with myself that I'm getting some of these. I'm like, oh man. I'm a young grasshopper, but I'm willing to learn.
You cannot cast ability and drink a potion in the same round. They're both technically actions. Next one, the Howl attack should still hit the rogue even if she's invisible.
Yes, that's correct.
Then Vile Curse as a legendary action. You can only use legendary actions at the end of players' turns. And I do not believe Vile Curse has a Charisma saving throw to resist. Probably Constitution.
It is a wisdom saving
Or Wisdom
throw.
saving throw. Okay. Next panel. Jump skill. Jump is not a skill. Nat 30 is not possible. You would not be able to sneak attack the Lich.
That is correct.
And not only does the rogue not have turn undead as a capability, but it's an action, not a bonus action, and is incapable of destroying the Lich because it's too high level.
All 3 of those things are correct. I have 18 correct corrections there from Mr. Matt Mercer.
I am so excited.
I feel like we all learned something today.
There's something very satisfying about watching someone just be very good at something.
I mean, congratulations. Can he get like 5 points?
And as always, you get 1 point.
1 point. Yes.
Seems unfair that I got the same amount of points for my Star Wars answer.
Like, he's not a droid?
I was like, he's not a droid?
Look, this is the cruel mistress of this game. Is that
Exactly.
all challenges are worth 1 point. It doesn't matter how well you know it. It's like you forced your way through, 1 point.